Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Brian's Comic Book Collection Showcase. Today it's, what time is it? It's Hulk time. Yay! Okay, let's get right to it. The Hulk, of course, was created in 1963 by Stan Lee, Jack Kirby. Originally it was an idea Stan Lee had, sort of a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde character, two personalities, the Hulk, Bruce Banner. Let's get right to it. It's the Essential Hulk #1, volume, black and white collection. Collects the very first 6 issues of the Hulk before it was canceled. And those were mostly drawn by Jack Kirby. Steve took over for the 6th issue. And then when he started up the Hulkish stories again after a brief hiatus, he was guest starring in Fantastic Four, Avengers. He became an Avenger for a little bit. And then he went into his own series, Tales to Astonish. It was drawn again by Steve Ditko, and then it was taken over by several other artists like Bill Everett, Marie Severin, Gil Kane. And Marie Severin, when she took over, that's when the Hulk really took off. And this is volume 2, Essential. Towards the end of the Marie Severin era, Herb Trimpe took over. And he's one of the greatest Hulk artists of all time. There's one of his greatest villains. We have, skipping right up, moving on to the Bronze Age. Sal Buscema took over. He was a fantastic Hulk artist. He had the book for many years, many issues. This is volume 7. This is probably the most famous Hulk. And of course, we all know that Hulk was a member of the Defenders. This is Essential. These are black and white reprints. Essential Defenders, volume 3. There he is. Sal Buscema did a lot of these issues. And we're going to move on. These are reprints. This is a more recent release. Marvel Tales, Hulk. It contains actually the first She-Hulk reprint. There you go. These are some stories from, this is the annual Defenders. Here's another. Ooh, somebody got married, but it wasn't the Hulk. Wasn't Bruce Banner. Was it Rick Jones? And then we're going to move into the Professor Hulk era. These are single issues. There you go. That's where they got the idea for the movie, the last Avengers movie, Endgame. The Smart Hulk. That was the follow-up issue to that. The Bronze Age, and of course, these are some Bronze Age She-Hulks. She-Hulk. It was Bruce Banner's cousin, and she needed blood transfusion, and guess what? She became a Hulk. There's those two. So single issues. We're going to move further on up into a little closer to the modern Onslaught, pre-Onslaught. This is the Hulk during that era. This is a paperback collection, Planet Hulk Prelude. There you go. That's a great cover. Great stories in here. Planet Hulk. We're going to move into the Epic Collection. Stories of the Professor Hulk era. That's Doc Samson on the cover with him. There you go. A lot of good artists. This is the Peter David era. This is the Pantheon, Fall of the Pantheon, Professor Hulk era. There you go. And after a while, he moved into the single issues, the Marvel Knights, just like Daredevil was. Daredevil was in Marvel Knights. This is Brian Michael Bendis and Alex Maleev. It's great stories, great artwork. These are some single issues. Dark Mind, Dark Hearts. This was a great series, great covers. Mike Deodato. There you go. This was actually a 25-cent issue during this period. The Incredible Hulk. Bruce Jones. I'm sorry, did I say Brian? Okay. Bruce Jones, Brian, and Mike Deodato. This is iconic cover. Looks fierce. Okay, this is an issue with Iron Man. Team Up, Hulk. Just a follow-up to that. There you go, there's Iron Man the Hulk. Marvel Knights. Bruce Jones, Mike Deodato. This is The Incredible Hulk Unchained. This is a great cover. It's along the same period. And I'm going to move into the more recent era here. It's a hot book now, The Immortal Hulk, done by Al Ewing, Joe Bennett. There you go. This collects the first 6 issues of that series. Alex Ross does a few of these covers to this. There you go. This is a great version of the Hulk. It's closer to the horror stories originally intended, I think, by Stan Lee, Jack Kirby. And this is maybe a second print of the first of those. There you go. Let's just go through these very quickly. These are some great covers. Some of these covers, like I said, variants are done by Alex Ross. The Immortal Hulk. It's fierce. This is actually Rick Jones. Comes back. There you go, The Immortal Hulk. This is a hot book. This is one of my favorites. There you go. The Immortal Hulk. And I stopped collecting these after a little bit here. It's still an ongoing series. And this is my final issue here. We're going to finish with this. And thank you for watching. It's nice spending time with you. Glad you stopped in and visit with us, and have a great day. And Hulk out.